What's up, guys? My name is P, and I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Phipps Tips. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the overall market. We're going to check out its top performers. We'll have a look at today's biggest winners and its biggest losers. Got a couple of news articles today to deal with a couple of our favorite coins, Ripple XRP and Tron TRX. A little bit of news surrounding both of them. Then we're going to wrap it all up with a little bit of Bitcoin technical analysis. All that and more coming up, guys. Stay tuned. We are on CoinMarketCap.com. The market cap's currently sitting at $288 billion with a 24-hour trading volume of $12 billion and Bitcoin dominance checking in at exactly 40%. Of our top five guys, we have Bitcoin coming in today at 3% up on the day. Ethereum up 3.37%. Ripple up 2.5%. Bitcoin Cash up 4.42%. And EOS up 1.78% on the day so far, guys. Versus the Bitcoin monster, what we have going on today. Docademic up 25.67%. against Bitcoin. Redcoin up 8.29% against Bitcoin. Nulls up 6.4%. Dentacoin up 5%. Dropple up 4.5%. Everything else, guys, very low greens versus Bitcoin today, or very shallow reds versus Bitcoin today. Our gainers and losers on the day, guys, are top gainer of the day, OneRoot Network, up 86.45%. Bazop, up 60%. Dascoin, up 54.81%. Contract Net, up 48.91%. And Content and Ad Network, up 34.5% on the day. Our biggest losers of the days, guys: Super Bitcoin down 88.5%. Fargo Coin down 33.35%. Skycoin down 24.10%. Nevadris, that's new, down 23.69%. And Tether down 19% on the day, guys. So there you have it. Your day's biggest winners and biggest losers. We're going to move right on into our news article of the day, guys. Ripple may have already met a non-security requirement, or so they're saying. We'll find out what that means, guys. Stay right there. Ripple XRP may already have non-security status. Following the recent announcement by the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities, there has been much speculation regarding the status of Ripple XRP. Now, the argument has highlighted upon a 2015 ruling by the U.S. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, that appears to define Ripple as a currency and not a security. Yesterday, entrepreneur and Ripple wallet creator Richard Holland at Code Tsunami pointed out on Twitter that FinCEN has already signed an agreement that allows Ripple to continue sales. He tweeted, "So FinCEN agreed and admitted to these facts, thus future use of these admissions is fair game. Either to defend pending lawsuits or legal decisions must consider these facts." Richard Holland tweeted, "U.S. attorney signed the agreement and it was technically with the U.S. Attorney's Office. They have agreed to those facts, not FinCEN. AIK, any federal criminal suit opened against Ripple in the future would not be able to contradict these settled facts." And he's got pictures of all these, settled agreements and typed out legislation therein. The agreement was part of a criminal case back in 2015 involving a violation by Ripple of the Bank Secretary Act, or the BSA. Ripple received a civil enforcement charge for acting as a money service business without first registering with FinCEN and failing to implement security anti-money laundering practices. In the end, Ripple was fined $450,000 USD, but was allowed to continue trading provided they monitor future transactions and allow external independent auditors to review their compliance. The legal definitions, citing a statement of facts and violations from the case, Holland highlights a section that defines Ripple as a currency and goes on to detail that, unlike some other virtual currencies, Ripple was fully generated prior to its distribution. Supporters of Ripple support the notion and often quote Section 2A1 of the Securities Act to highlight how Ripple does not fit in with U.S. authorities' definition of a security. The new revelation could make the debate moot if the FinCEN ruling is irreversible when Ripple is already defined as a currency. In a recent interview with CNBC, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse made his opinion on the matter very clear. He believes it is very clear that Ripple is not a security and goes on to state that should Ripple, the company, cease to exist, XRP, the currency, would continue as a separate entity altogether. So what do you think, guys? Do you think Ripple fit, or not Ripple, XRP, considering that Ripple is the company, XRP is the platform and ledger? Do you think that XRP is a non-security? From, what they say, or at least Garlinghouse and everybody, says about what XRP is doing. And XRP, guys, just stands for X Rapid. For those of you who are not in the know and are new to cryptocurrency, XRP is a centralized banker coin used to facilitate movement of money cross-border. For those who don't have banking or are underbanked or have no way to, like a Western Union or anything like that, that's what XRP was developed for. So, you could send money, across borders without having to pay astronomical fees or, just having to go through a bank. If the person that you're trying to send money to isn't banked, they're kind of SOL. But now that Ripple's a thing, there's a chance for them to receive money and payments without having to go through a centralized financial structure like a bank of some sort. So, drop me a comment down in the comment section, guys. For those of you who are in the know, do you believe that Ripple is, or not Ripple, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. Do you think that XRP is a non-security? It does not fit the definition of a security. So, in my opinion, I believe that it is not. But, if someone who believes it is has a way to educate me in the beliefs there, so you should, let me know, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Our second news article of the day, guys. Tron TRX counting down to migration with new super reps and Tronix recruits. With only 5 days to go until the official migration to its own blockchain and full independence from Ethereum and ERC20 tokens, Tron is further promoting its network with a core Tronix recruitment drive and new super representatives. In order to increase interest and support for the network, the Tron Foundation recently launched a program to recruit members into its core Tronix community. The community is looking for developers with a deep understanding of blockchain technology to join the group and help build the network. Applicants should be holding at least 10,000 TRX and have a group following of 500 active fans. And guys, right now, 10,000 TRX costs you like $500. Not even that. So, there's that. Proficiency in a minority language is also a plus. Benefits include direct communication with the Tron Foundation, TRX rewards, and occasional gift packages. Tron founder Justin Sun has also recently announced a string of new super representative candidates, including Sky People, Tron Europe, and Bixen. Sky People is a Korean gaming company with an interest in blockchain technology. Tron Europe is a German Tron community with a vision to see Tron become a worldwide currency and online payment method with a network of ATMs. And Bixen is a Chinese mobile-based cryptocurrency wallet. The market skepticism is real though, guys. Users have only 3 days left to migrate any old ERC20 tokens to a supporting exchange before the assets are frozen. To date, There are 25 major cryptocurrency exchanges supporting the migration, including Binance, Bittrex, and Bitfinex. Unfortunately, Tron has not been immune to recent market skepticism that has seen a major drop in most currencies. TRX has lost almost half of its value in the past month, down nearly 12% just a week alone. Assuming the migration goes well, confident traders hope to see TRX rebound to previous levels of 8 cents or higher. As the countdown to Tron mainnet launches draws closer, let's hope they don't experience the same issues that plagued the recent EOS launch. So guys, more good news coming to crypto. I mean, as 2018 trudges on, there's just more and more and more use cases coming out of these companies that are building cryptocurrencies and blockchains. I mean, Tron has been hyped ever since I got into crypto, and that was way back in, early January, or early mid-January, I should say. And, I mean, that's all I used to hear about was Tron this, Tron that. And then for a while, you didn't hear anything. And now that the mainnet is set to go live, or actually the mainnet is live. I don't know what this is talking about. Like, now that they're migrating to their own blockchain, of course, but originally their mainnet is already active. So I don't understand what it's saying here. But yeah, I mean, if somebody else can fill me in and clue me in on what that means, I would love to hear what you have to say about it. But yeah, Justin Sun, he does a great job at hyping his coin, guys, and hyping, Tron in general. Like, I don't see very many other CEOs of their companies, like, being the cheerleader that Justin Sun is. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing, because the guy definitely knows how to hype a coin. And he wants this to be a success. And, as long as he keeps doing what he's doing and putting forth all this effort, Tron will be a success, one way or the other, guys. There's no doubt about it in my mind. It was like one of the most hyped coins of 2018. And it's still, just holding strong, doing its thing. So, let me know what you think, guys. Are you Tron holders? If so, I hope that everything goes great for you. I really do. But we're going to move on into our technical analysis now, guys. Just hang on a few moments. And here we are, guys, on the Bitcoin versus US dollar day scale using the Bitfinex exchange information. And as you can see, guys, I still have up all my drawing tools and indicators that I had from Friday. Over the weekend, Bitcoin did nothing much, just traveled sideways. But today, guys, we planted a beautiful green candle. This one right here, as a matter of fact. You can see how it just sat on this bit of support here all weekend long. And then finally got a bit of a bump, and apparently we have shot up about $300 so far, the price anyway, of Bitcoin. Now, this is the day scale that we're looking at here, guys. What we can do is zoom in to our 4-hour scale, and that'll give us a bit different picture. You can see over the weekend we had a bear flag, or a bull flag, I'm sorry guys, a bull flag start. I'll show you here. Right here's where the flagpole began, this green candle here. And then I'm going to just grab my casual drawing tool and straight over, and there was a bull flag. We had a bit of a drop last night. I was watching it and we dipped down, but we are currently above the 50-hour moving average. Now, we still have about a half an hour of this candle to go before we start a new candle. But as you can see from the 4-hour chart, this was a huge spike here. And if we look down at our RSI, we're still in normal trading zones, guys. So we could well, technically, I should say, technically, we could continue up even a little more on into the 70 range before we have any sort of sell pressure that we need to actually just dump and get back down into, you know, just normal ranges, back down into this area here. So we've got a little bit to go. I'm going to clear out this drawing tool. Let me show you this. I'm just noticing it right now. The RSI is actually showing some upward trend. If we look at it like that, you can see that we're making new lows, higher lows on the RSI. It's like bam, bam, bam. All of these are ascending. So that is good news on the RSI front. Now what we can do, I want to go ahead and just remove the RSI for the moment. I want to remove all our indicators. There we go. And I want to grab our volume indicator, guys. And what's this? This is going to show us what kind of spike that we had earlier this afternoon. I'm just going to zoom out here so we can actually, I'm just going to remove this drawing tool here as well. If I can, there we go. And remove. Perfect. That's what we're doing. We need to turn on auto off, zoom back in, get this one off there too. I don't need to see that. Delete. Perfect. Okay, so this is what we got for our volume here today, guys. I want to turn that auto back on so we can zoom all it in. All right, so what we see, guys, on volume is we were trending down. We were just losing more and more and more. After, you know, this day here, this was the 14th, so yesterday, day before yesterday, I'm sorry, so Saturday, we had this big spike here, and then we kind of made a bull pennant. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll take our trend line and put it down like so, and then a pennant, guys, isn't like a flag. A pennant is kind of like a triangle. I'll show you. I'll draw it out here for us, like so. And that is the bull pennant that we saw. But then we saw a big drop in price. And, you know, I mean, Bitcoin's just been doing its own thing over the past weekend. So, and then today we've got this huge, huge big green candle. But as you can see, the wick extended up pretty high, guys. We were about $6,850, and now we're sitting around $6,700. So we've lost $100. As you know, there was a bit of selling pressure. We're still losing, but you know, so far we're sitting, like I said, we're sitting on that 50-hour moving average, a little bit above it. If we can close there, where we're at currently, that will, the 50-hour will then start acting as a line of support for Bitcoin. So what we can do is, if we do start to decrease in price again, if we hit that line, potentially we can just bounce off of it. I'll actually put that back up as another indicator. We'll just go with moving average exponential. There we go. We'll just use one of them instead of that 3 line that I like so much. We'll just go with one. We're going to change it around a little bit. You go under your inputs here, and length, instead of it being 9 hours, we're going to go ahead and change it to 50. Keep our source closed and our offset of 0. And we're going to go back up here to our EMA and change our style. We want a different color because, you know, blue, well, a great color. It's hard to see here. I want to thicken this line up so we can see it nice and clearly. There we go. And you can see, guys, that we are cruising right on through this bit of a green candle right here. And this is acting as, this will begin acting as support once, you know, this candle closes in 33 minutes and 16 seconds. So if we can just hold this above this yellow line for another 30 minutes, we should be in good shape. Should be, guys. Should be. Remember, as I've said countless times before, you can't trust Bitcoin to do what it technically should because of the vast amounts of manipulation that go on within it. But the reason that I do like to do technical analysis on Bitcoin most of all, guys, is because Bitcoin currently, it's the cryptocurrency to float all other cryptocurrencies, guys. The market is dictated by what Bitcoin does or does not do. If we're moving sideways, you know, and Bitcoin's not doing much, granted, altcoins could have a little bit of a run while Bitcoin's doing nothing. But generally, if Bitcoin's doing nothing, altcoins are doing nothing. If Bitcoin's increasing in price, altcoins are increasing in price. If Bitcoin is dumping, you can pretty much bet altcoins will be dumping. So it's just something to keep an eye on, guys, as the day goes on. Hopefully we can, you know, use this as a line of support for the 50-hour. That would be a great thing. But, you know, like I state in just about every other video that we do, technically analyzing Bitcoin, we are on the wait and see pattern. So that's going to do it for the video today, guys. If you're still with me after all this time, hit that subscribe button as I try to post a video every single day, Monday through Friday. And if you learned anything new today, guys, hit that like button. Share it with a friend. Your friends like free info, and that's exactly what this is. Everything that I am learning in this, I am sharing with my audience, you, the viewer, for absolutely free. Which is great, because, you know, the best nation in the world, guys, is donation. So, as always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.